and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tiffani Beaston from Beauty and the Beastons. I upload every single Tuesday and Sunday. Today I am doing my own personal night routine, and that means just me, like not like the family routine or anything like that. I am of course going to throw in a recipe, which hopefully is good. A lot of this video will probably be voiceover because it is just pure chaos. I have 4 kids, Carter 7, Tanner 6, Ella 4, and Everly 2. So yeah, let's get into this nighttime routine. This is real life. One thing I want to mention is that more than anything in the world, I am so grateful to be a mother. Like, it's the best thing in the entire world. But I want to just say, for those of you who also get incredibly overstimulated immediately after school, I feel you. That doesn't mean you're a bad mom. That just means there's a lot of sensory and questions and noises and things like that going on. I love my kids and I love being their mom more than anything in the world, but it can feel like a lot at times. So anyway, I'm gonna go make a dinner for Chris and I, and then I'm gonna go make 2 other dinners for the other 4 kids. All right, let's listen to the nice calming music and pretend that my background doesn't sound like an actual zoo. That's why I turned the sound off for you. You're welcome. Anyway, first things first, let's make some dinner. Tonight I'm making garlic butter chicken with Brussels and rice. And actually, I thought I was going to have to make 2 separate dinners after this dinner, but I only needed to make a quick and easy grilled cheese and tomato soup for all 4. So that was a nice little surprise for me. All right, I know there's a lot of strong opinions surrounding this topic, but do you try and tell your kids they can only eat what you're having for dinner, what you made, or will you go ahead and make them at least one other option? So I am the mom that I want my kids to go to bed with a full belly, especially because they're already slim, and I always worry about their eating and if they're eating well enough and things like that. But yeah, here's my smiley face made out of butter. So I found this recipe on Pinterest. It's my first time making it. It was very good. I did use half the amount of butter, believe it or not, that they called for. And it came out delicious. Chris loved it. I liked it. I say I liked it because it uses Italian seasoning, and that's just not like my favorite seasoning. But it was still very good. I wound up serving it over some rice, and you'll see later we're going to make a yummy sauce to add the Brussels sprouts in. But overall, it was really good. So for this recipe, you basically melt some butter in your pan and then add your chicken. And then you're going to add some fresh garlic once the chicken's mostly cooked, and then add in your spices and cook it up some more. Once it's done, you're going to set it aside, and then we'll go from there. So after we take our chicken out, we're going to deglaze the pan, but first we're going to add some more fresh garlic, and then we're going to add some chicken broth and some lemon juice. And as you can see, I try to load the dishwasher and stuff as I'm going. Our goal is always to be upstairs for the rest of the night by the time we get the kids to bed. So we clean up after dinner. We give each kid 10 chores, which sounds like a lot, but it's like their favorite thing. So even if it's something like, okay, go put this in the laundry room. Okay, now put that toy in a basket. We do things like that, but they seem to love it. They're like, can I have more chores? So it's like a fun little thing at the end of the night. Plus it helps them get some of their energy out. Okay, so that was an optional add-in, which was a little bit of hot sauce. Once that's all melted, you can add your vegetable of choice back in. Like I said, I'm doing Brussels. I love these from Whole Foods. They're just already pre-cut, and they're much yummier to me when they're cut like this instead of halved. Plus it saves me a ton of time. So just throw that in until that's cooked. Add your chicken back in, stir it all up, call it a day. So easy. I used a bag of steamed rice and served it over that. So while this is cooking, I'm going to go ahead and get started on the kids' food. So they're just having super easy grilled cheese, and I think it's a sweet basil tomato soup. We love this brand. I'm trying to include like some of my mom tricks or ways that I could help you. So something that happened this night is that one of my kids we found these like ramen noodles at Whole Foods. It's like organic. It's a huge waste of money. I swear it has like 3 noodles inside of it. But anyway, they're on that kick. They're like, can I also have ramen noodles with grilled cheese and tomato soup? And I'm like, if you eat all of your grilled cheese and tomato soup, I will absolutely make you those ramen noodles. They were so full, they didn't want, any ramen noodles, which I knew would happen. So anyway, that's one of my tricks. And then the other trick is I'm not telling them they have to eat what Chris and I have, because I know a lot of times they'll just be like, no, absolutely not, if it's something different. I will say Carter and Ella and Everly, they do like to try things. A lot of times they just like to try it so that they can tell you how disgusting it is. So my trick here is that we put it on the dining room table, which you'll see soon when we eat dinner together. Have it in the center of the table, and more than likely they're going to ask if they can try some. And that's exactly what happened, and they did wind up liking it. Okay, so for our grilled cheese, I used the Dave's Killers bread, and this is I think it's Horizon, like little pre-packaged cheeses, what they have at Whole Foods. Land O'Lakes cheese is where it's at, we all know that. But anyway, this is the grilled cheese that they're having tonight. And are you team melt the butter, or are you team butter each side of the toast? I'm team melt the butter. Chris is melt or put it on the bread. The part that I just missed here during my voiceover was, you saw me like looking, it was Everly. She told me that she wanted her soup in the plate, even though I knew she didn't. So I started to do it, and she started screaming no, which I knew, was going to be the case. So another little trick, you have to ask your kids which way they want their soup served, especially Everly. She's a toddler, so we know how that goes. You have to make sure so that you don't have to wind up like putting it on a new plate or anything like that. Also, I was incredibly jealous of this grilled cheese because it looked bomb. A little mom hack is have them help you set the table. I think it gives them a sense of accomplishment, and they feel excited to be a part of the dinner process. A lot of times if the kids want to help me cook or like help me clean, obviously it'd be way faster if I was just like, no, go like play, I got this. But I feel like those moments of teaching are also moments of making core memories. So I try my best to let them help with everything, even if I'm like dying inside and overstimulated and just want to get things done. I try my best to push that aside and just let them help. Family dinners are my absolute favorite. They don't always happen because some nights we have soccer practice, some nights we have dance, some nights we have swim. So whenever we get to have a family meal around this table, I realize that it's always like exactly what I needed. Family meals are so incredibly important. And this night they actually didn't fight about anything. They were playing a game, raising their hand, like asking questions. Who likes this? Who likes that? And then they all started like cracking up together, and it just like made my soul happy. It's exactly what I needed last night. Just gonna spit some facts here that I found online. So one is that this is from StanfordChildren's.org. Numerous studies show that eating together not only is an important aspect of family life, but it helps make weight control easier. When a family sits down together, it helps them handle the stresses of daily life and the hassles of day-to-day existence. And I feel that, not so much the weight thing, but like I just feel happy when we're all eating together, and I feel like this is what I crave the most out of our days. I also love how we do like our snuggles before bed and all of that. Those are the times when my heart feels the fullest. Alright, it is time to clean up dinner. I tried to clean up as much as I could as I went, as I always do. So we're just getting everything off of the table, gonna do the dishes and all that. And like I said, for the kids, we give them chores. Sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 10. And it could always be something little, but it is actually helpful. Like pick up your toys out of the living room, put the pillows back on the couch, get nighttime waters ready. Like we make them all make their own night waters before bed, and then they wind up using it for school the next day as well. Just like little things like that. I think responsibility and the sense of them helping is really important. So in our house, we do dessert pretty often, even if it's like a Hershey Kiss or something like that. But they love these Yasso bars. I get them from Whole Foods. They're like a Greek yogurt, peppermint, mint chocolate chip bar. They're really good. But anyway, I've been trying to, before we go upstairs, take my own nighttime supplement. So that's what I'm doing. Don't mind my giant straw blocking our view. But yeah, taking my nighttime supplements before we go up, I feel like I like taking them at this time. They help me feel, like I'm ready for bed, like winding down. And you saw the time, it's about 7:30. They're up and in the bath. Our goal is for them to always be asleep by 8:30. That's our goal. Sometimes they're asleep by 7:30. As their parents, we can read them pretty well. For example, Carter is such an early riser. He wakes up at 5:30 every day, no matter what. That's also what time I wake up to work out, sometimes 5:15, 5:30, and I'm always shocked that he's like coming out of his room at the same time. So with that being said, he's been like this his entire life. Last night he got out of his room a couple of times and didn't wind up going to sleep until 9 and still woke up at 5:30. So tonight I know that he needs to go to sleep by 7:30. Anyway, everyone's out of the bath. I've been braiding Ella's hair a lot before bed because it gets incredibly knotty, and we've been using the Honest Company. It's like a vanilla orange detangling spray. It works really well. I grabbed it on Amazon. And then we're all going to snuggle and watch something. I don't feel bad about not reading a book before bed because we read books throughout the day, like all the time. So we usually watch Bluey before bed or something that's like appropriate and calming. And then they are all in bed by 8:30, and it's finally time for me to shower and get ready for bed. So I'm going to try to give you like close-ups of everything I use because a lot of you said you wanted to see like what products I use, my skincare routine, all that. So I do close-ups of all of that, and I'll try to link as much as I can below. Alright, so I am putting my hair up because I just washed it yesterday. I do have one row of extensions, which definitely allows me to go longer between washing my hair because it just makes my hair much thicker and absorb some of that grease. Anyway, doing that, taking off my makeup. Sometimes I use these makeup wipes, sometimes I use the makeup erasers, just depends on my mood. A lot of times if I'm wearing eyeliner, I'll use these wipes. I don't wear eyeliner all the time, but when I do, I use these wipes. I also have the Aura ring, and I am obsessed with it. I love it. I probably look at it way too much. It tells you like how your sleep was. It tells you like your heart rate variables, what each variable means. Like sometimes it'll be like you did not get enough rest. You should definitely take a rest day today. It tells you your steps, calories burned, workouts, your sleep patterns, how much REM sleep you get. It's like, it's very extra, but for somebody who's into health like me, I adore it. So again, here's just some products that I use. The first thing I do in my skincare routine at night is I use a toner. Sometimes I use it in the morning. I guess it all depends on how your skin feels. But at night I feel like I just took my makeup off and there's like extra stuff on my face, so I like to use this. What else? I use a serum, an under eye cream, and then I either use a restorative nighttime routine. Oh my gosh, Tiffany, words are hard. I either use the restorative night cream, or there's like a thicker cream that you can use a couple times a week, and that's what I decided to use tonight. I also try to do like some self-care at least once a week. So on Sunday I use Sunless Tanner. I use like a blackhead nose strip and like just little things like that, or whiten my teeth. It just makes me feel well cared for and like I'm taking care of myself, and I enjoy it. It's kind of like a little bit of pampering. I always want to make like a full like pamper routine, but I just feel like not enough people would watch it or care that much. But maybe like a self-care Sunday video that shows you all the things that I do on a Sunday to like get us all ready for the week. I don't know. Let me know. I want to make whatever you guys want to see, that I can help you out in your life. So if that's not something that you need to help you in your life, then I don't really need to make it. And let me just tell you, I'm going to be 35 on July 10th. Where's my cancers at? So your girl needs an under eye cream. So then I just wanted to give you a close-up of the products that I use as well, since you asked to see them. Also, that like body cream that you see in the back, or lotion, it's nothing like amazing. Like I'm not like, you should get this. Everything else I really love. I haven't found like a body cream that I love. There's this one that I got that kind of reminds me of cocoa butter. I like that a lot, but I ran out, so maybe I should get that one again. So 7. I love doing like numbers, so that's why I like to do like, or like a list. So that's why I numbered this for you. I always set out my workout clothes the night before a workout because I am more likely to work out if I have everything set up. So during my shower, I charged my Oura ring, and then now I'm putting everything on my nightstand, charging my watch, and then for my own pleasure, I guess, I am making sleepy time tea. I just got it yesterday from Whole Foods. I know it's like Whole Foods, but that's where I've been having the best luck shopping and getting everything that I need. Plus, it's free with my Amazon Prime membership. It depends where you live because not everybody has them. But this tea, oh my gosh. I don't know if it's because I was just like exhausted from the day, but I slept so good last night and I fell asleep quickly and didn't wake up in the middle of the night. So for me to not wake up in the middle of the night is huge because I do have thyroid disease. I have Hashimoto's thyroid. I feel like that contributes to me sometimes like waking up in the middle of the night with like a racing heart, or I'll get stressed out worrying about somebody, or, you know, that's just mom life, I guess. But I actually got a full night's sleep and it was incredible. If you're new here, I love my coffee. I love me some coffee, and I go through weird phases with coffee all the time. So here's my coffee situation. When I was pregnant, which I'm done being pregnant forever, and I can't even talk about it because I'll cry, but I cannot handle 5 kids. 4 is perfect for me. If I could, I would have more, but I can't. 4 is enough. But anyway, when I was pregnant, I started to hate the Nespresso. It was so bitter and gross to me. So I got this little single serve Keurig, and just to have like regular coffee. And right now I am on a kick with the Charleston Coffee Exchange. There's, it's called E2M Crunch, but it's also called, there's another one that's Rainforest Crunch. It's basically the same exact thing, and I've been loving that in the morning. And then my second cup of coffee, I've been having a Nespresso. So anyway, I just get that ready for the next morning because you have to fill it with water. I put my new K-cup in, and all of that just makes it easier to wake up at the butt crack of dawn. And then I look at my planner. I have my workouts written on the top, and again, I just feel like it makes me more accountable and all of that. So I love looking at the next day, just going to bed knowing what needs to be done. And then a little hack here, if I don't have like a recipe that I'm currently working on or plan on making, I'll take out my recipe book and leave my planner in the little recipe book holder. And I look at it throughout the day or add things or make lists. So just a little tip. And now I don't like to do too much work before bed, but I will catch up on a couple of things before bed. And right now it's just importing footage from this video to work on. And then I also wanted to show you my little stash next to my bed. I love these lip creams. They're absolutely amazing. They are just so soothing and work so well. And then that's my favorite chapstick underneath of it. I'm a girl. I always need chapstick or lip gloss with me. I always need gum, and I always need a water. Those are all my things that I need. So you'll always find me with one of those. And then finally, the me time. I just started reading this book. I'm taking a break from Colleen Hoover and reading this. Have you guys read this yet? A lot of people recommended it to me, so I hope it's good. I was starting to read this, and then I decided that I was just like too ready for bed. I was like petting the dogs and everything, and one thing about me is that if I get overtired, I cannot fall asleep, so I didn't even really get to read it. So tonight is the night anyway. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I'm so grateful that you're here, and I hope that you all have an amazing week. I also, before I had kids, I'm talking again, sorry. Before I had kids, like my 2 dogs were my kids to me. Unfortunately, they're in heaven now, but I love them more than anything. A piece of my heart is missing. But at night, you know, I feel like it's finally time just for the doggies. They don't have to compete with the kids for attention, so I try to give them extra love before bed every night. Anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you on Sunday for a spring clean and decorate. Don't forget to subscribe.
Whenever your heart is broken